Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, Queen Diva. Thank you, Miss LA. Roxy, thank you to all those who's joining me today, even up in the bushes. Wow. Today is Wednesday. It's been a wild Wednesday. It started off kind of wild. What's happening, everybody? I don't know if I'm going to come on camera because I don't know what's going on. It's kind of dark. I don't feel like putting lights up. What's going on, everybody? There's a lot going on. Shit, there's a lot going on. Ooh, you see my title, rearing its ugly head again. The Sonia Massey thing. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I don't want to get too deep into it. My heart just breaks when stuff like this happen, you know, and then I saw this coming with YouTube cameras and Sassy, and I'm going to get more into that. So let's chat, y'all. What's going on? I hope everyone is doing well. Make sure you hit that like button. If you want to, you could share me out. You know, if you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming a subscriber and a member. We got to get this membership on the road. Yeah, what's happening? I know everybody's probably been going live, but I'm still trying to catch up. So I've really been busy. So I've just been picking my head in. If I share you out, I'll share you out. I want to send some thanks out to all my, first of all my members and my subscribers as well, and my beautiful mod queens. I appreciate them so much. I want to shout out Pizarro, Ronnie Q, you one of them, and Dr. LaShanya, I think I'm pronouncing that, Brown. She shared me out. YouTube camera shared me out. Several people shared me out. And in return, I also try to share them out. And so thank you so much, because I know that helps a lot when you share people out. Ronnie Q, what's happening? I saw a little bit of you. Damn, I was in and out. But I heard you had a fire show this morning, which I really enjoy your morning show. Now, y'all know we got to talk about it. Hey, Miss Queenie, thanks for being a member, love. Now, we're gonna talk about the Sassy situation, because I saw that coming, and I'll tell you why I saw that coming. But this Sonia Massey thing, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, it seems like a lot of this stuff is about to take place. We in a very, very inflammatory, we live in inflammatory times now. You know, the country is about to go wild. And of course, those clear people are going to do what they think they could do to us and get away with it. So please just be very careful. You know, the unfortunate thing is we're supposed to be able to call those men in the blue to protect and serve and all that. And it seems like they just having free range at unaliving us at times, no matter what the situation is. I think they just begin to get out of hand, and it's been that way for a while, but I think it's going to get even uglier with this upcoming election. I just hate to be honest. I mean, I just have to be honest with y'all. So please be very careful. Even if you get into a confrontation with someone, be careful. And it's sad to say, calling the men in blue, because they're not always there to really protect and serve. Sometimes they are there to do us harm. And it seems like because they are men in blue, they get away with a lot of bullshit. You know, they really do. And I think that is just going to get a little uglier out there. So y'all, please be very careful. Be very careful. out in these streets nowadays, even not just in the Sonia Massey situation. I think it's Sonia Massey, but in general, they go feel very, very emboldened and empowered because 45 is on a rampage again, and he's sending out those dog whistles. So they're going to feel very, emboldened to do what they want. So be careful out there. I want to talk about the election just a little bit, and I'm gonna let it go because I really want to get into this Sassy and YouTube camera thing. I like both women. I'm just gonna say that. I like both women, and it is what it is. But let's talk about the election right quick. Please make sure whatever you feel in your heart of hearts to do, you do just that. Weigh your options. Thank you, Ronnie Q, as always. Make sure you weigh your options and know what we really up against, and you vote with your heart. This election is very, 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 very crucial. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just telling you to vote. And like I asked you to get out there and show your support for whatever nominee. I know where I'm going, and I stand on firm. I'm going there, and it doesn't matter. But I can't tell people how to vote, and I don't talk too much politics, religion, and some other things because it gets so heated sometimes. It's so passionate that it inflames things in conversations. And so I just tend to stay away from it. Not that I don't think it's important. I just think sometimes it causes a rift with people. So I stay away. Hey, where me? So with that being said, make sure you get your ass out there and vote. Vote early. Now, I personally don't trust mail-in ballots because they get there late sometime, and I think that they have provisionals or something like that. So I just go and I vote early. Thank you, Dr. LaShanya. I, shouted you out early for always sharing me. I appreciate your support as well as everyone else is here. So why did I see this coming? First, let me backtrack. Rodney. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Rodney. Rodney is out there doing Rodney. Now, why is Rodney doing the things he's doing? I don't know, and I don't care. But just know when you mess with people that's not bothering you, heat tends to come along with. And sometimes I even tell Diva, I said, Diva, so-and-so person is talking about me, making videos about me, doing this. I'm not going to even answer. I'm not going to say anything to them. But it seems like people who really care for you and like you and know your character, like they'll say, hey, Fifi don't bother anyone. Why would he even come for Fifi? He already know. Fifi doesn't have to come down here and go back and forth with him. Fifi TV got enough love on these streets that somebody else would do it. And that's what's happening right now. So, Rodney, sometime, you may want to get a little messy. You might want to start, but make sure you pick your battles wisely. I can't tell you who to attack, not to attack. But if someone's not bothering you, then I would suggest that you don't bother them unless basically you trying to get at someone else. If it's not Fifi, because Fifi TV is not going to answer, then perhaps it's somebody else you gunning for. And just straight up, go head to head with them straight up. Don't use someone else and try calling yourself dragging someone else to get at another person. That's what I think it is, to be honest with you, because he said he didn't have no problem. I wish there were strong, fair, independent candidates running. Hey, Ronnie Boo. In my opinion, it's just a misunderstanding. I'm going to tell you why I think that it was coming. Now, this is my humble, honest opinion, and I like both ladies, right? But I noticed that people have been telling YouTube camera, have been making videos and, shouting out in her chat on their own lives that Sassy has a takeover spirit and Sassy is taking over and she's condescending. She's talking down on YouTube cameras. She's running YouTube cameras, channels. She's this, she's that. And, so-and-so. Now, listen, I've always said if enough people say something to you, you're going to act upon it. Now, I don't think that was by mistake today. I think it just flowed naturally like it was supposed to. Do I see Sassy at 4? Absolutely. because I think she could apologize to YouTube camera on the spot and dead it. You know, you could tell that YouTube camera was serious, and it was so strange. I was getting ready for work. I watched them. I was sharing them out. And then all of a sudden, I heard this little kerfuffle break out. So I had to go back because I thought I had missed something to make sure that I heard what I heard, that I heard it. And it wasn't banter. And it wasn't banter. And I think YouTube camera had just got sick of it at this point. But when I went back and I listened to YouTube cameras, not last video, because I think she did another one, but prior to this, she meant everything she said. See, she felt some kind of way. And for me, YouTube camera, I think you are a staunch supporter of a lot of people. I think you run your show. You've been over there a while by yourself. And for whatever sector you come from, I see you over here. I see you everywhere. But I think when you made that second video, you said some of the same things that people have been saying to you. So that let me know that you digested some of the talk and the narratives that was going on about Sassy, because you said it with too much passion. Hey, Melissa, you said it with, this is how it is, Sassy. I'm basically sick of you. You didn't say I'm sick of you, but the way you was phrasing things and to say it. So I think it's more than a little misunderstanding. I think for some reason, hey, Sour Patch Baby, I think YouTube cameras let whatever people were saying get into her head. And this was just the opportunity. For some reason, Sassy ruffled her feathers this morning and she just let off. And then she ended her live. But then Sassy went live. And at that point, YouTube camera must have said, flip it. I'm going to say what I really feel. YouTube cameras, I really believe you feel like that. You feel like Sassy is condescending to you. Not because a lot of people have been saying it, because some people like y'all dynamics, but some people see different. Some people don't see it for Sassy. Some people see Sassy has a takeover spirit, say she does. And that's what they've been telling you. And I don't know if you went back and assessed or watched some of your videos and it made you feel like, damn, yeah, Sassy is kind of condescending to me. She kind of taking over. I'm just thinking these things. I'm just thinking them, baby, letting you know. So at that point, for some reason, you snapped, but you had already been thinking about whatever your thoughts was when you made that video, because you said it so clear, so precise, so passionate about your feelings. And because Sassy didn't validate your feelings, which I think was fucked up, I really do. But perhaps Sassy didn't really think it was that serious. But now with everybody talking about it, and I think she got people, dragging her about it, and then with you making your videos, perhaps she know that it did affect you, and she said it was a nothing burger. You can't say it's a nothing burger when YouTube camera Sassy is telling you it is something. I think you really, talk down to me. You disrespected me. This is my show and I have boundaries. But prior to this, boundaries should have been set. And I told y'all a long time ago, I told y'all a couple of months ago about this co-hosting shit. What I do is I sit back and I watch people who co-host for a long time with each other. And I see for myself friction developing. It's something about it. Even if both parties don't see it, if you're on the outside, you can almost see where friction is developing. And to be honest, y'all, I just saw this coming. I didn't think it would come like this. I didn't think it would come too soon. Did I wish it upon them? Absolutely not. Hey, real K-Fit baby. But I saw it coming. And I don't think Sassy realized that the more she just blew YouTube camera off, the more she looked bad. She looked bad. instead of just taking accountability. Because I believe when somebody tell you you've done something to them. See, someone said one time when I said, if I offended you, hey Jazz baby, what's up, Casey? If I offended you, Big Man TV, Sunny B, what's going on, y'all, Nikki? If I offended you, they said, no, not if you offended me, you offended me. And that was good enough for me to apologize. And it also made me think never to use that terminology again, if I offended you, because apparently I did if you brought it to my attention. So when she told you she wasn't for that shit this morning, and you know, come on, this is her platform, this is her show, right there you should have saw that something was different, Sassy, because I felt at that point, hey, something is different. Now some people say it's a play. I don't think it's a play. See, I don't think it's a play because the way YouTube camera responded. YouTube camera responded with seriousness, with passion, like I'm putting my foot down. You don't never come on my platform and disrespect me or take, this is my show. I invited you over to my show to co-host with me. So I don't think it's a play. I think she had just thought about some shit that had happened in the past. She had put in her mind. See, it's easy to influence people. Now, I'm not saying she's weak, but again, commercials, television, radio, advertisements, they are made to influence you to think and to move a certain way. And because our minds are programmed like that for us to keep receiving information, then we'll start, you know, doing as what the purpose of those commercials is to do. So when people kept saying to her, hey, she's condescending, she's taking over your show, you know, she talks to you anyway, she's, hey, very Carrie baby, she's very disrespectful, those things played on your mind. And that's why you snapped today. Because see, you didn't want another day to go by with people viewing you as weak. And you use that term, weak. I don't think anyone called you weak, YTC, but I think they said you need to watch Sassy because she's talking down to you. She's talking down to your audience. She's taking over. And I believe you took that to heart, and that's why you snapped. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm going to say I'm not wrong only because I've been watching you two interact. Every morning I come in there, I share you out, I listen, then I go to my 7 o'clock spot, which is Ronnie Q. I listen to her, and I'm off in the clouds, and in between I'm working. So I can't catch everything, but I did pick up on that. I picked that you felt some kind of way, and your feelings was valid. I'm going to tell you, your feelings was valid because if you tell somebody, hey, you did so and so to me, then I think Sassy should have just apologized. But I don't know what Sassy is going to do to try to make this right or if it ever be right. But like I said, not your last video, because I think you just made a video, but the video prior to that, you were very firm on what you thought. And what you said was very, very telling on how you really feel and how you felt before this very day. You've been feeling that way, YTC, and you could, hey, say, Mz.Teavalocity, you wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong because I've been watching you all. And just by your delivery and how firm it was and the words that you used, I know you felt that way for a little while. And again, I don't know if because people are telling you that or actually you are picking up on something you don't like when you both co-host that morning show. And so this was the end result of it. You know, now a lot of people like Sassy. A lot of people don't like Sassy. So again, this is just going to be the blowback of it, Sassy. You know, I've heard people cuss you and drag you today, and this is just how it goes. Because everybody's not going to take your style of being just sassy and accepting you. I don't have a problem with you. You already know that. I don't have a problem with you. I blow you off, you know, but everyone is not going to blow you off. And so this is the opportunity that they're going to take to make videos about you and cuss you out. Now I happen to just peek my head in Olivia's, and Deanna, she doesn't care for you at all. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to pick that up. She really drug you over there. But other people also was saying certain things about you, Sassy. And perhaps you may think you joking, or I don't think you joking. I think you just being who you are. And I'm not telling you to change who you are, because I don't think I would like you. Just know that some things you say, hey, Rod, some things you say come across very condescending to people, like you're talking down on people, and people pick that up and they don't care for you. And so they were implanting those feelings and those thoughts into YouTube Camera's head. And somewhere down the line, she felt some kind of way. Let's get these likes up right quick. I'm going to take a break. Rodney, I talked about you just a little bit, because I know everybody been beating your ass too. And I'm not here to pile up on anyone. I never do that. But I'm always going to give my unbiased commentary, whether people think it's biased or unbiased or not. I'm still going to come down here. And like I said, Sassy, you wrong as two left shoes. And I think you, if you feel the need to, I think it would be the right thing for you to apologize to it. You keep trying to pretend like you don't understand. You totally understand what's going on. Just do the right thing. I hope you all had a minute to go hit that like button. Oh, well, Sassy has said she knows she's condescending. So, see, I don't think Sassy have a problem being sassy, and you shouldn't have a problem being your authentic self. Just know everybody is not going to accept you or like you. And I know she know that. She don't need me to tell her that. But I really believe that she did wrong today, because I was there. I was there, and I don't know if she just stumbled upon not having a coffee. You know, one thing about it, coffee never gets me to where I just can't function without a cup of coffee. So I don't know. It's 201 people in here. Please make sure you hit that like button. So I don't use that as no excuse. That's no excuse at all. Like I said, they both are grown. They were sharing, you know, YouTube Camera's platform. She made it very clear it was her platform, and that she was not going to tolerate this bullshit anymore. So that lets me know, again, she felt some kind of way a long time ago. Do y'all think this shit just transpired? This happened in front of us, but she has been feeling that way, I think, for a while now. Because when you lash out at people, and you lash out the way she lashed out making her last video, then you know she felt that way for a while. She just releasing her feelings, you know? So I don't know. I don't think it's a play. I believe that it's for real. And I think, like I said, it was a buildup. Yeah, I really believe it was a buildup. You know, I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it all stemmed from, but I believe it was a buildup, because YouTube Camera video was too profound and solid about what she thought about that whole thing that transpired between them and how she's going to stand on her shit, you know? So I don't know if they could continue to do this morning show. I don't know if they going to continue to do it, or that's the end of that. That co-host shit just don't sit well with me anymore, you guys. I said, oh yeah, I wanted a co-host. If somebody could just co-host, I think if you decide to get a co-host, that perhaps you should switch people. You should just switch people. You should set the boundaries before the show even take place. You know, a lot of times I've been over there, Sassy, and you have been basically taking over. And YouTube camera has been stepping back, letting you take over. And it's been people in her chat telling her she's taking over, she's doing this, she's talking to you this kind of way. So that shit probably bothered her. I know. Meow Woo Cha, I need coffee and beef sector morning shows. Yeah. Also, YouTube camera did say she's not a morning person. Okay, still, because you're not a morning person, if you doing a show with a person, that does not, warrant you being snappy or snippet or aggressive or mean or rude towards them. Now, if she's not a morning person, she's been doing this show with Sassy now for a couple of weeks. They would know each other. They talk to each other behind the scenes. And that's probably too why Sassy didn't think it was no big deal. Like, girl, I'll call her behind the scenes. I'll call. And YouTube camera said, no. No, you gonna do this shit in person. You're not gonna, you gonna do it right in front of people. The same place that this happened, this blow up happened, you gonna come here and make it right. So YouTube camera still feels some kind of way. And I don't know why. But you could go live anytime you want to, you guys. You can't tell people when to go live. We're not used to seeing Sassy, but Sassy went live. She went live, I guess, to explain what happened or to let people know she was in some type of state of confusion, and a lot of people wasn't buying it. A lot of people was not buying it at all. Thank you for the likes, but there's 179 people in here. I know there's a lot going on, and I know it's probably dramas on the panel. I know Sassy have hit some panels, and the panel that I saw, they weren't too kind to her. Miss Olivia wasn't too kind to Sassy over there, and Deanna. And then I guess Kimmy went live. I didn't go over there and watch that. And some other people may have gone live. I didn't see it. Sassy always try to run her panel. It's annoying as fuck. Well, and I think people been saying that, get on my level, and that probably affected her. I'm telling you, if someone tells me, let me tell you something. People was telling me for the longest that something was taking place over here on my platform. They was sending me messages behind the scenes. They was sending me emails. They was making comments. That shit I had to stop and look at. And I had to reassess what I was doing on my show. And when I realized one day something happened and I just blew up, that what happened. That's why I said, y'all, I think YouTube camera's been feeling this way. Now, she could tell me I'm wrong. She could make a video and tell me I'm wrong. She could come on here and tell me I'm wrong. But from what I gathered, trust and believe, YouTube camera been feeling some way for a couple of days now. And today just was the day that she was going to explode. Hey, under new management, what's going on? So it is what it is. I addressed Sassy on my community wall. Yeah, I heard you did a video over there too, and I think it started with them being over in your chat. I watched a little bit of that, Rodney, and you were calling for Sassy, and YouTube camera said, well, Sassy's in a meeting, which I didn't think was any harm, because every time we hear from Sassy, she's going to meetings. So I didn't think it was any harm, but perhaps Sassy felt some kind of way that YouTube camera dropped down to let Rodney know that she was not coming over there, So she felt some kind of way, and this is where this shit stemmed from. I think it's kind of crazy. He's always looking for attention. A lot of people like attention. Sassy says she liked the attention of people looking for her and her not dropping down or, meeting their commands like, come here, you want to talk to me? I dropped the link for you. Come. You can't make nobody get on your link. And one thing about it too, a lot of times when people drop links, they know they want to start some type of shit show, right? When they tell a person to come over, or some people could be wanting to have a real conversation with them. I don't know. I think they be one that start that shit show because it seems like shit pops off, and from there it just get chaotic. So maybe Rodney wanted her to come up there so he could set her straight, or they could have a conversation, or he could go on his panel, because he was definitely in the chat yesterday morning, but he was at work. So he decided to go on his own channel. Now, if you're a content creator, listen, and you want your own clicks and views, if you have a panel, go on your own damn live and say what you have to say. You don't have to jump on someone else's live, give them all the clicks and views. You could go on your own live. You don't have to go on people live and announce that you going live too. I think that shit is crazy. I thought that was wild today and was like kind of underhanded, so it is what it is. But go on your own show, do your own thing. You don't have to jump on someone's panel unless you're seeking attention. And for me, it's the rudest damn thing for someone to get on my show and tell me they are going to go live. When they do it in someone else's chat, I think is the most disrespectful shit there is when it comes to us being content creators and being co-workers or whatever they want to call us. I think that's very disrespectful, and people do it a lot. I notice they do it a lot here. Some content creators don't mind, but I mind. Don't come in my chat and tell me who's going live. Don't come in my chat. Tell me you're going live. Use my panel to promote your show. You can ask me and I could shout you out. They got redirects. I could redirect you, the audience there. But is a level of disrespect for me when you are in someone's chat or go on someone's panel telling them you going live. And I thought that was a disrespectful thing also for my girl to do today. When Sheffy was on, I was so confused. Somebody sent me Sheffy link. I was like, damn, all these people on this morning. But then surely Sheffy went off and Sassy came on, so it is what it is. But that's their relationship. That's not my relationship. I can't tell them how to run their relationship. Controversy brings some ratings, good and bad. Good and bad, right. Sassy always advised when she hits a panel that she only had a second to give due to other important obligations, but I understand Sassy not wanting anyone to explain her absence. I also can understand that, but listen, Peaches 1924, to be totally honest with you, I don't think that YTC meant any harm. I really don't. I think she was just saying, hey, she's not going to be here to make it. She's not going to make it here, Rodney. So you could stop asking for, looking for, if you was waiting for her to come over here, and that's the only thing you want to do was to address Sassy or have her on your platform and y'all discuss whatever or wreak havoc, then she's not coming. So just press on. I didn't see any harm in that, to be honest with you. But then again, I'm not Sassy, so I can't say how it affected her. I only could respect the fact that when she came on YouTube cameras, she said, please don't do that. If I tell you something in private, then please don't tell someone somewhere else where I'm at. I'm in meetings, We agreed to have a conversation. I kind of find it messy up that she didn't come to my live or just drop in my chat and say she wasn't going to be able to make it. Well, I don't know, baby. That's between y'all. Like I said, Sassy said it wasn't a big deal to say that in chat reps. I wonder if chat rep will keep peace since she is Sassy Klein. I don't know. I'm telling you, chat rep may have said that. I've heard Pizarro says she don't care about people, addressing other people's live. I think is a disrespectful thing to do, especially when I'm hosting my own show, for you to tell me about someone else's show. I, Mz.Teavalocity, feel that way. And like I was surprised when I went to Sheffy's and then they said, well, no, Sassy said she was going live. Then I had to run back over to hear View and under new management, something going on with them. Ronnie Q was cussing out. So it was a lot going on this morning and I was super busy. So I missed a lot, but I heard enough of what was going on this morning. Miss T, should they ask for redirects every 4 minutes instead of saying they going live? I don't think, you know what, when you do the redirect thing, that's between you and the host. Some people pay to be redirected. I don't think you should announce that you go on live, period, because this is the thing for me. You could go on live on top of me. Someone is probably live on top of me. I'm probably live on top of someone else. And there's nothing I could do because it doesn't even bother me. At one point, I told you when I was smaller, and it's not that I'm big now, so don't take this shit wrong, y'all. But when I was really small, just starting out, you know, I would go, oh my gosh, so and so is on. Nobody's going to come over here. And I used to struggle with that until I said to myself, just go on, Mz.Teavalocity. Whoever's going to support you, going to be there to support you. And if they not there and they like you and want to hear what your commentary about, then guess what? They'll hit the replay. A lot of times when I end my live, I only have 214 people. It may be another show being hosted in this B sector area somewhere else that may have 4, 5, 6, 700 people in it. It's okay. The 215 people that's here for me, they're here for me to hear my commentary. And the rest will watch the replay. I get plenty of replays. You know? So I don't know. I don't get too, you know, riled up about people. Hey, Purple Peach, what's going on, Queen? How you been doing? So I don't think that when YouTube camera did that, she meant any harm. Why Sassy got so, you know, ruffled about it? It ain't like she really said it nasty. It was just, she said it seriously. So it wasn't like a playing thing. She said, yeah, but don't do that. What I tell you in private, just, and YouTube camera got offended because how dare you say that to me when you announce go to meetings and you know I gotta run, I'm doing this, I have other obligations. So why would you come on here and say anything to me? But again, this is my belief. It's been brewing. It just happened to burst today, y'all. It just YouTube camera felt some kind of way. You know, now why, if her and Sassy relationship is good as they say, or was good as they say, why didn't she tell her in the back? You know, in the background, she was feeling some kind of way. Now, listen, they could say, Mz.Teavalocity, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I just didn't have my coffee and I just snapped. You know, I'm not a morning person. You could say all that shit. It's not going to change my thought, my perspective. Because I saw it coming. I saw it coming. But I didn't know that it would come like this. Again, I'm over there as well as a lot of places. I don't always drop down. Sometimes I watch from the clouds or I drop down and I go to the clouds and prepare myself for work. And then I go to other places, other people I support. So I don't see it all. But I do know that she has been getting a lot of backlash about, you know, Sassy, and perhaps she just thought this was a boiling point for her. I think she was offering cover for Sassy is not to make it look like Sassy. Ah, good point. Good perspective, Jamie. Sassy always says she's in a meeting, so what's wrong with you two? That's true. She says it quite a bit. You guys, come on. It's 246 people here. Can you please hit the like? Hit the like. Hit the like. I don't think she meant any harm. She's harmless. But I tell you, when YouTube camera gets fed up, she has a mouth on her. Because I tell you, that second video, she had a lot to say. And that's why, again, I believe that shit was festering. I really do. I think it was festering. Now, they could say I'm wrong. People are missing the point that Sassy could have called her yesterday. Then it wouldn't have made it to YouTube. Did she wait thinking it would make good commentary? I don't know, Mary. I don't know what the purpose was. Hey, Kimberly Black Queen. I just know. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. I just know from my belief that I saw this coming. It was too much talk about it. And then when you know, let me tell you something else I peeped out. I heard YouTube camera, hey, Harley Q, baby, repeated several times what people said. Sassy, people said this. Sassy, people said that. So my belief is you start feeling that way, YouTube camera, and that's why you acted out of your feelings today. It didn't take much. It didn't take very much for you to pop off. Now, do I wish those girls would get it together, those ladies? Perhaps they will. Do I ever think that their little morning show would be the same, even if Sassy pop back up? No, now I would think that it would be forced and fake. That's just me, y'all. I would think that even though if they talked behind the scenes, but YouTube camera said, Sassy, you talk to me in public. You did that shit in public, you come talk to me in public. So she don't want no behind the scenes talk because she ignored the call, she ignored her text. Sassy made it clear that YouTube camera ignored her because she wants her to come right in front of all of us and apologize or do whatever. Now, Sassy may feel some kind of way. She probably ain't gonna come in public and apologize. Hey, sis Trish, what's going on? I don't know. We have to see what happened. Do I think it's a play? Absolutely not, y'all. I don't think it's a play. That shit happened genuine. And I told you that shit's been brewing. And some other stuff is brewing as well. We have to just wait and we just have to wait and see. Jamie, nobody seems to be catching it. Sassy ran a foul on purpose. Catching what? What do you mean she ran a foul on purpose? Let me tell you something. Remember the Brooke and Ness situation? Hey, Cruiser Bruiser, what's going on? Morgan, thanks for joining me. Remember the Ness and Brooke situation I spoke about a couple of videos ago? I said I saw that coming. Now, a lot of times I sit back, I may hang up in the clouds, or I might drop down and, engage in stuff. I see a lot of stuff brewing up because it's something about women. They say it's Black people in general. I'm going to just talk about women. I'm just going to talk about women. And you guys could, I'll drop the link later. You could tell me what you think. You could tell me whether I'm right or wrong. It's something about women doing things together. I never had a lot of women friends. I've always had more male friends than I have female. I don't know what it is, and not everyone is like this, so don't jump on me all at once. But women have a tendency to get easily jealous or envious of each other. And so when the Ness and the Brooke thing was happening, when the K-Fit and the Brooke thing was happening, I wish Diva and I could sometimes sit down here and have a candid conversation, because a lot of these things I called. She called me today. Well, she texted me today and she sent me a clip. She said, Tiva, you was just telling me about this yesterday, that this was going to happen. Go so-and-so is taking place. Because you could actually see shit brewing up if you pay close enough attention. And see, a lot of times women do catty shit and they, they pretend like they playing, oh, bitch, this high. Oh, no, high. No. Some of that shit be for real. And so then the person, one of the women start feeling like the other one is outshining them. They getting more attention, and then it becomes a problem. And that just seems to happen a lot on here. And y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all could correct me, but we've seen it too many times. Thanks, Truth and Reason, and thanks for being a member and joining me, baby. Morgan, thanks for joining. Sassy girl, sit your ass down. You be doing way too much. Well, Sassy is Sassy. Either you like her or you don't, okay? I'm not here and I don't have a problem with Sassy. I'm not going to drag her. But just like anybody else, I'm going to tell her my perspective and what I think. I'm going to do my commentary on her. I don't like to pile on top of people, and I try to make my commentary not as if I'm just piling up on top of somebody or dragging someone when someone else dragging them. That's what I'm definitely not going to do. That's why I didn't mention the Rodney situation until today. I only tapped on that a little bit because, again, if you already getting drugged all up and down the YouTube streets, what the hell do I have to join in for? Sassy is getting her ass handed to her in certain places, and a lot of people don't agree. See, that's what I'm talking about, Miss Cruiser. She said some shit Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'll be all over the place. YouTube Cameras says some shit. She sent that thread out to Sassy, and it wasn't light, and it was very passionate. Try it again, and you'll see. Now, this is my platform. This is my channel. This is my show. You're not going to come over here and do such and such. Now, I think it was coming too. I noticed lots of shady coming. Okay, I'm not the only one. Again, I talk a lot to my sister, 2, 3, 4, 5 times on the phone, and I told her that this was coming. I told her the Brooke and Ness situation was coming. And hell no, I ain't saying, oh, I'm a prophet. Oh, I prophet. No, you can see things happen. You can see when each person is throwing shade at each other. You can see when one is really getting upset that the other have attention. So they start doing something so the attention could shift back to them. That's why it's very difficult to have co-hosts, the same co-host. And I asked myself, do you really want to get a co-host? And I said, absolutely not. I'll do the show by myself. And when I don't do it for myself, by myself, I'll drop my link and I'll have a panel. Or if it's someone who's going to co-host me that day, they can co-host me that day. But consistency, I'm not ready. Not that I would ever be jealous of anyone coming on here, but the fact that some people just get too comfortable in your shit, right? We see it. We see it all the time. People get comfortable on your shit. And some people who don't get your numbers, and those ladies don't have that problem. I'm not comparing Sassy and YTC because they get their own numbers. When Sassy go live, she get great numbers. When YTC, she's getting her own number. But when one get better, when one get better numbers than the other and they don't come on their live as much, sometimes they utilize your platform to be their channel in a certain way. And there's nothing wrong with that if y'all have that commitment, if you have that understanding, So, because I don't even know what happened. Oh, God, you got to catch up. It will never be the same. Yeah. So even if they apologize to each other and it's no big deal, their chemistry will never be the same. Now, will they hold a grudge? I don't know. Like I said, if Sassy is not going to own up to her making YTC, or the Charlie probably done made up. Y'all know. Now listen. One thing y'all know about the B sector, this is the frenemy sector. They probably done made up. We just still making commentary, but they probably coochie crunch by now. I don't know. I'm just saying that's how fast shit happens here, right? So if they haven't made up by now, hopefully they get an understanding, but they can part ways in a mature way, Sassy be like, get them out of the chat. Why aren't your mods doing their job? Yeah, dropping your cash app. I'd be like, damn, she's the manager over there. Yeah. That's why I said I think perhaps YouTube camera caught on to some type of, she caught some type of feelings. And this just was, the end of it. You did say that. But yeah, I always say you have some type of conversation. Nope, only certain type of women's Mz.T, women Mz.T, not women's. I saw Brooke and Ness situation happen as soon as Brooke went over there kissing Ness ass. I'm just going to leave it like that. Sometimes you just have to put people in their place, or you have to have a conversation. You just have to have a conversation. Like I said, if YTC felt the way she felt, and like I told you, that shit just didn't happen today, y'all. That's been brewing, and she felt some kind of way for a while. Now, she may get on here and cuss my ass out. How come Mz.Teavalocity tell me how I feel? Sweetheart, you nice. You take a lot, and you tolerate a lot, and you go all over the place. So, you have your own thing going on. But I really believe in my heart of hearts, YTC, you felt some kind of way about Sassy and your show for a minute now. I do believe that. And that's just me. Of course, they talk too much. They get jealous. They envy. They stab you in the back. Yeah, I'm not jealous harder at all. Me either. Talent, what's going on? Yeah. You gonna have to go out there and put on your Cape Town. Lady is in some trouble. Hey, sister. Yeah, yeah. So it wasn't her. Wasn't who? Okay, I'm gonna drop my link. Compete with yourself, ladies. I don't, I just don't even know, Trish, in this environment. Let me tell you something. In this environment, it's just hard. It's just hard for ladies to really link up and do a show together. It just would be difficult. We are emotional beings. We are emotional beings. And when people throw shade, what they call shade, women do certain thing a lot of time to attract certain attention. Women just start feeling some kind of way. And it is what it is, y'all. That's the truth. That's the truth. You could almost see that shit coming. Like I said, jealous spirits. Yeah, a lot of, yeah. So, and you know what? Let me tell you something. It's nothing to be jealous. No one on this YouTube apparatus or in life that I'm ever jealous of. Anything someone have, you can get if you desire to have it. You just have to go get it. No one's down here. No one down here is better than anyone else. None of us. We may have more than some people have, but that still does not give me the right to look down on you or to talk down on you, or to brag and be boastful and all that shit. That does not give me that right. But some people do it, but I don't. Enjoy your time off, Kimberly Black Girl. I was running out of office. Yeah, she was out early today. Now I'm going to drop my link because I'm way behind. Here, my girl. Smooches, Miss TV, you made some good points, and I appreciate your commentary. There are some theories we disagree about. We always disagree about, baby. We don't always disagree. I don't mean it like that, Sass. I mean, we do have differences. I'm just going to tell you, Sassy, how I saw it, baby. I only could call it the way I see it. But again, I'm not always 100% right, is my perspective. From my perspective, is my perspective and my perception of what's going on is from things I observe. And for real, I did see some things brewing. I told Diva, if I told you, if y'all could ever hear Diva in our conversations, shit, you'll know a lot of this stuff, a lot of things that go on here, I call because you can see it. The stories write themselves. I'm too far behind, but again, I don't have anything against Sassy. I don't have anything against YouTube camera. It is what it is. They gonna let it be what it be. Hello to everyone coming in. Please make sure you hit that like. Talent. Let me see. Sassy, the Sassy Show. Mary, yes, that one comment was true, but you were saying that I should have called her and I was doing this for a show. I don't think you was doing it for no show. Now, no, I'm not going to agree with that statement. No, I think at first, Sassy, because of maybe your relationship, you didn't think it was no big deal. You didn't think it was no big deal. I don't know what triggered you. Maybe by YTC not answering the phone or your text, it triggered you to think, well, damn, maybe something is going on. So I'll just hit my live. I don't know, what caused you to, hit your live. But I do know that you tried to contact her and she did not answer. And maybe at that point you felt some kind of way. But then again, you got on your live and you kept saying, hey, is a nothing burger to me. But maybe because it was a nothing burger to you, sweetheart, it meant something to her. I don't think it's a play. I don't think that you did it for show. I think at one point your ass was confused because she has probably never bantered with you. Well, that wasn't no banter. She probably had never replied like that. When you went to see the replay, I don't know. Did you see the replay, Sassy? I'm sure you and YouTube camera can come to terms. Yeah, I believe they could come together on positive terms, but I'm saying that show dynamic is never going to be the same. So I don't know. I wouldn't advise them to do a show, but who the hell am I? Those are two grown women who make their own decision, but I I don't think the show would be the same. To me, it would be forced and fake, and then it would present like it was a play to people, when I believe Sassy YouTube camera situation is for real. I don't think it's a play. Even if it wasn't for sure, why didn't you express that behind the scenes? Oh, I don't know. That's her man. Sassy is not mindful of the feelings of others and dismissive, but wants others to have the highest consideration for her feelings. I don't know. Anytime I've had some type of disagreement, and I haven't had no real disagreements with Sassy, but even when she was on my platform, if her and I disagree, we agree to disagree. And I think that's what mature adults do. You know, they just agree to disagree, you know? And then sometimes I have to say to her, wait, Sassy, I'm talking. But I have to do that with a lot of my guests, you know, with several of my guests. Wait, I'm talking. Sometimes people don't understand. They're over talking you, you know, and I don't know if it's the type of reception we get when we on the stream, y'all, but sometimes people don't realize that they over talking you. And some people are not, they don't realize that they overtaken you at some times. And I don't know if it's done, I don't think it's done on purpose. I just think it's the character, is the personality that they have. And Sassy has a personality like that. She does sometimes, you know. So, right, you never dismiss the feelings of others. No, I don't think she should have dismissed the feelings of others. Miss T, I disagree. They bounce off each other's energy. Okay, when you say you disagree, baby, what you mean by you disagree with what? Miss T done said so damn much. I don't know what you disagree with. But one thing about it, we can agree to disagree. I think they have good energy together. But again, people was telling YTC, you know, it's been said to her now for a couple of weeks. It's been said for a couple of weeks. They have been planting seeds in her head, and perhaps she took an assessment of how her show was being ran, and that's why this implosion happened today. Because, baby, this ain't nothing just happened. You know, no. Just listen to the videos. My question is, where do we go from here? What does the end look like? I don't think that is going to be a nasty knockdown, drag out. You know, I think YTC would just leave it alone. She'll come on tomorrow and she'll continue to do her morning show. Sassy will continue to do what Sassy want to do. She don't have to be on YTC's platform because she has a channel of her own. That she felt comfortable there. So what the F cares if you block me? Say, oh Lord, Sir King and Sassy. I absolutely do not agree, Mary. I think you're jumping on a bandwagon. I am not a nasty person. I don't see you to be nasty, not at all. I don't see. Yes, sometimes just because who she is, and everybody don't have to accept who she is. You do your own thing. You're an adult. You know, it's some shit that happens down here from people. You all are still kissing ass, lapping all over, and they have done worse than this. Than Sassy. They have said worse than Sassy. Can Sassy be nasty, sharp, condescending? Absolutely. Absolutely. But is that her demeanor all the time? No, and I'm not here to take up for Sassy. I'm just telling you. I don't see her like that. Some people don't like her. Like I said, Sassy, it is what it is. Everybody don't like you. They feel a certain type of way, and you and YouTube camera work it out the way y'all want to. You know? Now, you guys, I have a question to ask y'all. You are welcome to come up on the platform and tell me what's. Oh, well, Sir King was one of the ones who, you know, I still go over to Sir King's. I don't have no problem with him. And he was one of the content creators saying about Sassy. But YouTube cameras was there. And she came back and told Sassy damn near exactly what Sir King said the next day about how she was treating YouTube cameras on her own platform. Sassy, that's my issue. Oh, so yesterday the show. Oh Lord! Now Rodney, you coming up here to get on me? Hold on, y'all. That's Rodney. I think that's Rodney. I just want to make sure. because you know people are trying to. Hey, Rodney, what's up?
Hey, it's me, sweetheart. How you
Okay,
doing?
darling, what's going on, Rodney?
Hey,
You
the
in the
the reason
jam?
why the reason why I came up here is
Mm-hmm.
because it all started. Now it's not like we agreed to have this conversation, the
Mm-hmm.
conversation about what I did, you know um me and Sassy. Now we she was over there on YouTube cameras,
I was
drilling
there.
me, drilling me for filth, so we agreed to have the conversation. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not like I randomly, just went and struck up a live. I told,
Uh-huh.
Sassy, that I told her, I said, look, if YouTube cameras still be live, then I will
Mm-hmm.
hit up panel. But if not, then I will strike up my own
I
live,
was
and
there.
we will have up the conversation. And we will have the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And so she agreed. So when I got home, of
Mm-hmm.
course, YouTube
Mm-hmm.
cameras wasn't live, so I struck up my own live. So I
Mm-hmm.
was waiting on her, to come over.
Uh-huh.
So and so YouTube cameras did drop down off in my chat, and for some reason I
Mm-hmm.
didn't pay attention to the comments. So, but I'm glad I
Uh-huh.
didn't, because I didn't end my live out, right away. So it turned out to be, a nice little
Longer.
live.
Mm-hmm.
And so I find it messed up that you would have me wait, and we agreed to have this conversation. So
Smash it.
it's not like that, these people
Uh-huh.
spinning narratives, saying that I want
Mm-hmm.
attention, but it wasn't like that. We agreed to that. So and then what made matters worse, that she was saying that
Mm.
well, that's what I like. I like for people to wait on me, or
Wait
something
on
like that. She was
you.
saying to that nature. And then
Mm-hmm.
she also said that well, I could have hit this link, but and I'm like, really, Sassy?
Well, she said your title. Let me stop you there. Hey, sis Trish,
It
that's you.
doesn't matter the title. It
Yes,
doesn't
it
matter.
is. Smash it.
Oh.
I didn't, I wasn't gonna, like, start an
Mm,
argument or something like that. But the reason why I said
mm,
about the reason I titled it the way I titled it
mm.
is because she was over there drilling me for filth. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
was
mean,
there, Rodney.
you
No,
should
I
have,
was
huh?
there. I was there, Rodney.
Oh,
And you
okay,
said when you get off, you was gonna hit your live, and then
right.
you put your name, and she said the title turned to off. So you can't make no one come and talk to you. Just like you didn't even have to, even if you was off, you don't have to jump on YouTube cameras live and make a big show. You go to your own channel.
Right,
That's what
exactly.
channel holders do. You have the liberty to go to your own channel, strike up a live, and if somebody want to come there for whatever reason, they could come there. That's all you have to do. I sort of back and forth between you and Sassy yesterday before I got ready for work. But again, you can't demand no one. And just by
No,
putting people name in
it
the titles, baby, don't mean they gonna come.
right, but yes, I understand it. But she could have just at least dropped down in a chat herself, not had not for somebody to come over, and announce it for her, and then you drill, you trying to, on the cool,
Uh,
say what you said to YouTube cameras. Everybody know that was messed up, on up to your stuff, but just drop down in the, I would have been okay with that. Just say I had a meeting, I ain't gonna be able to come, or whatever the case may be, and I would have understood that, you know.
okay, I
But
get you. I
my
get
thing
you.
is, the
Mhm,
title, that was
mhm.
just, because of what she was saying, it wasn't that I was gonna try to start an argument or something like that,
Yeah.
that
But you
wasn't it.
wanted to address her, Rodney. You
Yeah,
felt
but
some
that's
kind of
that's
way.
all. That's it,
Yeah, you wanted to address her. I was there, baby. I was there. You wanted to address her. What's up, Trish? Sis
Smash
Trish?
it. Yeah,
Smash it.
I'm
Hey
What's
good.
Trish,
up?
how you
Thank you.
doing?
Hi Rodney, how are you? I hope everybody's well. You asked and posed a question regarding women and their interaction with other women, right?
Uh-huh.
That's why I hit
Hmm.
the link. And
Okay.
I'm gonna just let Rodney and you finish until you segue
Hmm.
into that segment and other women
Hmm.
come up because I have, something to contribute in my ski
Okay.
mask. Because
Okay.
you,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
really wish you would put something else on. You much prettier without a ski mask. I don't like that, Trish. But I mean, you know.
You know
So,
what?
you know,
All right,
I-
I'm not gonna steal somebody's soul. I'll change.
Okay, so Rodney, I understand what you're saying, but again, too, thank you, smash it. I understand what you're saying, Rodney, but again, too, you whether you put somebody's name in the title or not doesn't mean that they're gonna oblige and come and talk to you. You know, I suggest you do this, Rodney, because I don't know. It seems like you getting in a couple of kerfuffles, and I just want to say this out of the kindness of my for who I am. Just go over there and do your thing. You're growing. You don't have to pick fights with people. You don't have to be messy. Just be Rodney.
Thank
You
you.
know, I don't know if you being messy to get more numbers. People think you go after other people or you keep mentioning them. If you go over there and you do your thing and you be Rodney, then you know you will grow organically on your own, picking fights, dragging people, or saying things about people to get attention of other people. Sweetheart, that's not gonna work. I know they tell you that's how it goes in the beef sector, but they tell you a lie because Mz.Teavalocity don't do that shit. She don't pick with nobody. She don't drag him unless someone bothers her. So that's, you know, just go over there and do your thing. You don't have to put people name in the title. You don't have to look for anybody. You don't have to just fuck with people, not to be messed with. Just continue to do your thing. I think you're growing fine over there.
Well, thank you. And let me address Sassy's. I didn't say that, Sassy, that, yeah, I understand that YouTube cameras did that herself, but I feel like, just let me know that, yourself that you weren't going to be able to do it
Oh,
or
that's
whatever the case may be, and I would have understood that,
oh,
but we did agree to this.
ah. Yeah, yeah. So I understand where you coming from too. I understand both sides. At least she could have dropped down, or she could have sent you a message or an IG message or whatever,
Exactly.
and said,
Say
"Hey,
it.
Rodney, I'm not gonna make it. I'm doing so and so." Yeah, I get where you coming from.
Right,
I get
exactly.
where you
Well,
coming
I'm not
from.
gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and
All
step
right,
down.
baby.
All
Thank you.
right,
And
thank you,
again,
sweetheart.
again, leave people alone if they not bothering you. Hot Rod, go over there and do your thing. Just leave
Listen,
people alone.
listen, learn. Thank you,
All
honeys.
right,
Thank you
darling.
so
Bye.
much. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, darling. Okay, so Sis Trish, what
Okay,
would you?
yeah, let's go.
Okay,
So
let's go. What we talking about?
you posed a question
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
asked anyone to hit the link if they had something to contribute to that question. And the question was,
Mm-hmm.
why do you think women cannot work together? Why
Right.
do you think the energy's off? And that's the
Mm-hmm.
point that I wanted to contribute to.
Okay. That's you under new
Yeah,
man. Okay,
yeah,
baby.
Miss
Go
T.
ahead. Okay, hey, baby. Thank you. Welcome to the platform. Go ahead, Trish. Sis Trish, what would you like to say, baby? Yes, I did say that. Why do you
Yes,
think that?
I don't think that. I disagree with you in the chat. You didn't get to my
Okay.
point. Okay,
Okay.
that's why I hit the link. I believe it really depends on synergy, qualifications, and
Mm-hmm.
education,
Mm-hmm.
experience. It depends on what you discuss about before you launch a project. I do
Okay.
believe it has to be some vetting involved, just like any other relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you agree?
I can agree with you on that. I can agree with you on that. It does have to be some vetting, but I think over here more than anything, the connection and the hosting and the platform, I don't think is they put that much into it. I don't think anyone who come over here and co-host a show with another person, they may talk behind the scenes and they say a little bit, but to put that professional touch on it and that and the
Yeah, they do it
boundary,
in other sectors all the time, Miss T, and it works like a charm. I've seen
uh,
co-hosts that on panels for two
really.
years, 5 years, and
Mm.
they've made total brands. They have their individual brands and their own
Wow.
brands. So it's a lot going on.
Mm.
I think that's why I said qualifications, experience,
Okay.
all of
Okay.
that at first, because um, everything looks, you know, glittery and gold and
Mm-hmm.
sparkly on YouTube. But when you
Mm-hmm.
get behind the scenes with these people, you can tell really what they're working with. right? And I don't think it's jealousy.
Hold on, sis Trish. I don't know who the fuck Sugar Shack is. I'm gonna have to block Sugar Shack and leave permanently ban Sugar Shack, okay? Because you dropping someone's fucking address in here. I don't know who it belongs to, and not only that, you come in here and you talk shit, and it seems like you stir up a lot of mess. So from this point on, you better go on another fucking troll page. So don't come back here. Sorry, sis Trish. Go ahead, baby.
Okay, so my thing is the vetting is important
Right.
tremendously, and also personality traits too.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into that. A lot of people dismiss astrological sciences, but at the true core, it's really about this person's charting, what makes them tick, learning that person. I could say something that I say every day to 5 friends, but if I say this to this friend, it's not going to go over well and it's going to be a big deal. The third thing, dismission. When you dismiss someone's emotion and what's important to them and
Right.
how they feel, and your feelings are more than them, who the freak are you?
Yeah, but sure,
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
talking about here. We talking about dealing with.
It's all relative to me. That's the difference.
No. But I get what you're saying. But when
I'm not disrespecting anybody who doesn't disrespect me. That's the rule. Number one rule. I'm too old for anything else. It's a simple equation.
Wait, sisters. I was answering you. I'm not saying other places. I'm saying particularly my observation of over here in the B section.
I know. I was answering someone in the chat, and I was also double with you. But I'm agreeing with that part. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Okay.
It should change, and people should approach it differently. Especially, this is what I noticed. I never watched that show until the other day when they was calling themselves shading me because I don't get along with either one of them. But I will take 2 cameras over Sassy any day because I really think this is how this bitch act like in real life. Excuse me.
Oh no,
I'm sorry. It slipped.
Okay.
It slipped.
All right, let it don't slip again.
Yeah, right. It slipped. It went whoop whoop. I reeled it back.
Okay.
It was in my head.
Baby.
It was in my head. It was in my head.
Go ahead, Trish. Go ahead. I'll say it.
So my thing is, some people, especially being in Black spaces, right? And in Black spaces like this, where the lack of training, qualifications, experience, dealing with all different types of people is lacking, right? So we have someone that I think, because I do deal with a lot of different people, Black, white, Spanish, all over type of people, right?
I do too.
And I see that one person deals with one dimension of thinking all the time. She can't switch it up. She has to be rude and disrespectful all the time and she thinks it's cute. It's not cute. And the thing is, that's that white girl sassy thing. I don't play that. I just don't.
Okay.
All right. So my thing is, you treat people with respect and you get respect. You disrespect people. Some people may let it go because you really don't matter. The second time, yeah, all right. The third time, and this is why I agree with you earlier about this being a buildup.
I think it was a buildup, but I think it's a buildup, and I think you agree with me. But now I know this. I know you don't care for Sassy. I know you and Sassy have y'all back and forth, Trish, okay? But I want to be unbiased and fair here, So you only speaking now on the negative part, basically about Sassy, right? When you said, here's
the thing, so you can be clear.
I need to be clear.
Right, I need to really be clear. Sassy was the first. I was the first panel Sassy hit in the beef sector.
I didn't know that.
Right, so let's get into it. I'm great at analytics, right?
Okay.
I'm like a YouTube cameras back a couple of years ago. This is how she introduced herself to me. with disrespect, and I let her. And I let her do it. That's why we're still beefing today. And you know I don't let it. I didn't know where she came from, who she was. I know she was down with Avenant. Let me see where this goes. And that's why she's disrespectful today. Okay. That's right. But I let her rock out because I didn't know her, and I still don't know her. But what I've seen, right? What I've seen is only what I can go by. We've been on stereo together. And I'm listening to her. I just don't understand who she is. It's like she wears a cover. At least I'm a multi-dimensional, but you've seen who the freak I am. Not in aesthetics or anything, just in spirit.
Right.
I've been here too long. There has to be these videos of energy. You have to connect to people. And if somebody gives you bad energy, and it's always bad energy,
yeah.
Damn.
See, I don't know that. Okay, that's between y'all, Trish. I get what you're saying.
It's not between us. There's nothing between. I said I don't have any feelings behind it. Nada. The thing is, this is the story of her life. It's not the story of mine.
Right. I get it. I get it. I get what you're saying.
I work with Black women all the time. Okay, what is there to be? Yeah, come on now. So that was my point. It is possible.
I see your point. So it is possible. I got you, baby. Thanks. Under new management, what's happening? Trish, you can stay here. What's happening?
Lord have mercy.
Oh, have mercy on
when Trish up there need an intermission. All right, here it goes. Ladies, I'm single.
She has to
only the serious.
Stop.
Hold on. Only the serious-minded people. Y'all put your phone and name in the back, and I'll holler at you.
Okay, when they hop up here, we gonna send them. Under new management is single. She's looking for only serious-minded women. Go ahead, under new management. See how people come.
Oh, you got to have an awesome spirit and a heart and a grown-up mind.
Yeah, absolutely. There's too many people in the world. There's too many people on the planet.
But listen, I've been in a disagreement with someone, and I'm cussing and saying bad words, which I don't like. Because whenever I get done, I get mad at myself. But some people will box you in a corner, and you have to come out fighting. And that's how I look at it. This is the second one that I've been pushed in the corner, and I had to come out like that. But whoever was in there, I apologize for my mouth and my words that I had used. All right, thanks for having me up.
You're welcome, baby. It's always a pleasure. New management said she's looking for a new woman. Something just happened, and she had to come out.
Huh? She's a slutty butt under new management.
No.
Shut up, Trish.
Under new management, just like having fun.
I know. So, I'm starting to get the sense of that.
Yes, she just like having fun. You know, some people don't take this shit serious. Trish,
yeah.
Some people really just don't take it serious, and some people
it's all about balance. You got to take it seriously, especially if you're a content creator. Come on.
But see, I'm all about fun. So when I come, ever since I came on here having fun with everybody, they all took me the wrong way, and some of them still do, and some of them get it, just like Miss T. And thank you, Miss T, for recognizing that.
That wasn't me, Mary.
All right, I'm getting down. Thanks a lot.
Don't put me in the same sentence with Sir King.
So I remember the Sir King. I remember, like I said, I don't have a problem with Sassy. I have to be honest with you. Now, you know, again, I don't have a problem with the people who have a problem with Sassy. That's between them. So,
exactly. And the thing is, we're all adults. Let's be clear. This is a metaverse. We're not all going to get along together, right? No, not everyone's going to.
But we have to respect each other.
And you got to respect it. That's all. Move on. And there's so many people in the world. This YouTube app is so ginormous. You can meet so many great people. You don't have to deal with somebody's BS. Are you kidding me?
I think sometimes when people are so used to going back and forth, bantering with each other, you may not know when you really offend someone. But here's the difference with probably me and other people. I know I've come on here and said some things about somebody who I disagree with and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, you could have, did it this way, that way.
But can you keep it real? Can you keep it real while I'm up here?
Yeah, I could keep it real.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's be real. Can you put down the class for a second and speak to me like a sister girl? I just need to feel that from you right now.
I'm gonna be myself.
I've seen you on these streets, and I've seen the subconscious. I can talk to you. I know that it's going to be real. You get what I'm saying? So this is what I'm going to say to you. If anyone was to, this is offline, was to speak to you the way certain people speak to certain people, do you think it would be the same outcome? Come on.
Oh, come on, Trish. You already know me.
All right, then. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's all I was saying. Like, it's all this metaverse. It's all of these smoke screens and mirrors and these big personalities. All my personalities are real.
Oh, shit. You got a bunch of them, but I digress. But listen to this too, Trish. I stopped the shit at the door where people allow this to go on, and they allow people to play with them. They allow people to say certain things to them. I don't play that shit. I just stop it at the door so I won't have that problem. Because I'm a firm believer that you teach people how to treat you.
Amen.
I respect everyone until they start disrespecting me. I don't give a shit who has a problem with J Truth, LaVon, me, and Renee, Kimberly Black, RNTV. I don't care who has a problem with them if they don't have a problem with Mz.Teavalocity. If they haven't done anything to me, we're good.
So see, this is why, and we can all have different opinions. We don't have to all agree to get along, to go along, and all that shit, and just be in connection. That doesn't mean someone doesn't like you because they disagree with certain things. It just means that you disagree. I disagree with my husband all the time.
I disagree with people a lot. People disagree with me right here on my platform. I say, okay, it's okay if we agree to disagree, and I let it go. It is what it is.
Exactly.
It's not that deep for me unless you start coming at me.
How are you, boo?
Yeah.
So, what about women in general? Do you? Because you said some things before you dropped the link. You said that some women are just naturally jealous-hearted. Can we get into, or jealous-spirited? Can we get into that a little bit?
Some of them are. Some women, and you know what? Yeah, go ahead and ask me your question first. Yeah, we could get into that. What's up? Some women are just naturally jealous of you. Yeah, go ahead. Let's get into it.
Okay, so see, when people think that it really just means, I don't know what it means. I just think it's women are naturally competitive. I do believe
that's right.
What I've seen, that even in some spaces, they're more competitive than men. Right? And it could be taken as jealousy, right? And it's not. It's just being competitive. Everything in life is about challenge. You should compete with yourselves. Not especially these ladies. We hold so much greatness in us. We should compete with ourselves and we will always win. Right? So I don't know what that is. And I still haven't figured it out. And I was wondering if you knew what that was.
Well, I don't want anyone to mistake what I said in reference to women being jealous. I didn't say that in reference to the YTC and the Sassy thing, but I just know it seems from my observation over here, when there are several women involved, like on panels and stuff like that, some type of jealous spirit or envious spirit comes out. It seems like they try to draw attention from each other. I don't care. Maybe it's the over talking, maybe it's the saying what they have, or maybe it's the turning on the camera or whatever. I just see some things that I would consider women competing for each other. Now, I didn't say that in reference to YCC and Sassy. I'm just saying I've seen.
I know. And it's because I saw the comments and you was just reading them and you just brought my question up. So I think it's and
it could be because we competitive by nature,
right?
You know,
right.
Or I just think that in this demographic, and when I say that, like the beef said, in this demographic area, a lot of people jock for a lot of attention, Trish, and it's not necessary. They want these people to validate who they are, how they look, and you know what they have and what they don't have. And I'm just saying,
some people, I think, I think it's a lot of different layers to the beef sector. We're not a monolith. There's different types of
we're
people.
not a monolith.
Right.
But I'm telling you from the area that I frequent, I see it happens a lot. I see it happens a lot with the competitions, just with the lives, with the panels. I see that a lot of and the reason why I say that, I see it quite often, quite often, is because a lot of stuff starts out as banter. And I watch that bullshit. But then it always turn real. And then when Mad Day come, or whenever people want to say what they have to say, they tell you exactly what they mean. So they have been feeling that way. And this is not in reference.
Look at Kimmy.
Kimmy, she agree with you.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you no more, Kimmy.
Oh, Lord, I'm not saying thank you, just Kimmy. Appreciate that. I'm not saying in reference to these two ladies, is just my observation. It seems like a lot of people come on here and compete for other people's, attention to validate who they are. And I have not seen two women over here co-host a show and it lasts. Now you tell me who, and I could be wrong. I don't watch everybody. Go ahead, Sis Trish. Sis Trish. She got so excited about the money Kimmy dropped that Kimmy acknowledged that she agreed with her. That Sis Trish, something happened. But I see it happen all the time. Now, I can't say, if some of this stuff is just, plays or whatever it is, to keep controversy and drama going. But I honestly tend to see more of people in competitions here, and not competitions not competitions that they host, competitions with each other. I tell you that. I think I said it before, and this is no lie. You are good. You are good as long as you are behind an avatar. But as soon as you show yourself and you are a decent looking person and you carry yourself with a certain class and stuff, shit just goes awry. People just start coming after you, just to be coming after you. Well, Trish dropped down, so I don't know. Let's see. Yes, the one from the morning, scroll to the end. I don't know what they talking about, but so I don't know. I'm just telling you how I feel. And I talk about it quite often with my sister, because I know I could tell my sister something. And she said, Mz.Teavalocity, she said, Tiva, you called it. It just seems like over here in this demographic area, the beef sector, relationships don't last long, especially amongst women. That brings me to ask this question, because it's been nagging my spirit, and y'all may not like it, the question I'm about to ask, but please just answer it nicely. Has anyone seen Uppity? I have not seen Uppity since the last time she came over here and started that ruckus. And I know some people don't like her, so for the ones that don't like her, you don't have to answer. But has anyone seen Uppity? Whenever I see people missing, I ask, what's wrong, Miss T? What's wrong? What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? P, what's wrong? But I haven't seen Uppity. So I'm wondering, Uppity, I don't know. Hold on, just Kimmy. I think that's just Kimmy in the back. Just Kimmy, that's you?
Hey, Miss T.
Hey, baby, what's going on? Thanks for
Hey,
joining
girl.
us.
Hey,
What-
everybody. Thanks for having me. So, listen, I agree with the commentary.
Mhm.
Hey, Jamie, I'm not ignoring you. Hey, Chad, I apologize if I miss anyone. Hey, y'all. I agree with the commentary. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Cruz, is that you? I'm sorry, Kimmy.
Yes, it's me.
Okay, go
Hey,
ahead, Kimmy.
Cruiser. Hey,
Go
click
ahead,
the
baby.
picture. So I agree with the commentary. I
Mhm.
think, hey, Trezor, I think that if you're going to have the conversation, it should be a fair and balanced conversation. It's
Okay.
more interesting when it is not a I hate sassy thing and
Mhm.
it's more of a
Mhm.
balanced conversation. So I do
Mhm.
appreciate that, Miss T. I
Mhm.
do think too that I have not seen a successful long-term
Thank you.
panel of women at this side of YouTube. It doesn't mean it can't happen. It
Mm.
just means that I believe that it has to be the right fit. And I said this morning, and I'm sticking with it. I don't think that Sassy was a good fit to begin with.
Mm.
As far as she and YouTube cameras, I think that if YouTube cameras wants a co-host, she needs to get someone that has more, just a completely different personality.
Wow.
Sassy, that's not Sassy's demographic, and
Mhm.
Sassy, being who she is, lands over here because we have a familiarity with Sassy. It just doesn't work over there, and I just don't think that that would have been a good fit regardless.
Mm.
um Bistro Finesse, I don't have false teeth, like unlike 48% of your family, bitch, or some.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, oh, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Lord.
48% of the people in your circle, girl, I have all of my teeth. I don't have fake teeth. I just happen to have very beautiful teeth. Get into it.
Pretty.
So,
Okay, so
yeah,
you
so
just don't
that's
think
my
they were the
stance.
right. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, I don't want to overtalk. You just didn't think they were the right dynamics.
I do not think that they were the right dynamic to begin with.
Wow.
Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Wow. Okay. Thanks for your honesty. And I am, Kimmy, I try to be balanced because I like Sassy, I like YouTube cameras, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna let no one sit here and dog. I got you. Okay, baby, I got you. Hold on. But I have to be fair too. I think Sassy made a mistake today, and perhaps she still can apologize. Even if they can't do the show together, she can apologize. Hold on, let me bring
Agreed.
Trisha up.
Mhm.
But no, I'm not gonna let nobody sit here and drag her, you know. Uh
Smash it.
Go ahead.
Sorry. My
Go ahead,
StreamYard.
Miss Cruiser. Go ahead, Miss Cruiser.
Okay.
Trisha, I'm so excited that you acknowledged her, Kimmy, that
No, my StreamYard froze. Sorry about that.
She saw me
okay.
coming and she ran because she know I'm a dragger.
No.
No, Miss Cruzen.
Go
Don't
ahead,
do
Oh,
Miss
we get
Cruiser.
along today, Trish?
Gee.
Today
for
is
the
get along day.
summer. Wait
I
till
want to
like
ask
Oh, for
that.
the summer. Okay. For the summer, we getting, okay. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting our schedule.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, Kimmy.
Okay.
Hey,
Go
Trish.
ahead, Cruiser Bruiser, baby.
So,
What's up?
so you, those who know me know I'm coming up here to defend the ladies because
Mhm.
I think we give ourselves a bad rap. Like sometimes personalities just don't. It's not necessarily jealousy, and I think we saying women are jealous of each other. People can be jealous of
People in
people.
general.
Because like you see men, they be competing and jealous of each other. One go out and get a car, and the other one got to go out and get a bigger car. So people do that. I just think that sometimes with women or with people, sometimes personalities just don't do
Mhm.
well together. I absolutely love just Kimmy's live from earlier. I
Damn, I
marked
missed.
it down as church. I checked it.
Mhm.
That's going to count this week. So my pastor said, "Why you here?" I'm like, "Just Kimmy. She preached on Wednesday morning." But I don't know whether I agree that they are not a good matchup. I saw. I was concerned, like you,
Mz.Teavalocity. I have 3 sisters. So when you grow up with 3 sisters, no brothers, all 4 girls, then you have a lot of bickering and bantering and teasing and so you kind of like you see with your sisters, you kind of see things coming. And I started calling them, I said this is Shannon Sharp and I forgot the other guy's name that he used to be on the show with. Because that's how they kind of started going at each other. And I said this is, I was thinking in my mind, this is gonna go left. Shannon Sharp and what's the other guy name? I can't think of his name. But anyway,
Sharp, not Cam Newton. No, they don't do.
He was who Shannon Sharp was on the show with before they fell out.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It's sports. But
Are you talking about Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco? Oh,
I was thinking about Shay. I'm sorry, I was thinking about Shay. Go ahead.
But I think that I enjoyed the morning show. So I think that if they set some boundaries, had a conversation, then they could probably give it some time and probably try it again, maybe. Now I know Kimmy is like, look, do your own thing. You're 2 strong, intelligent women. You're both. I'm assuming you think they're both peacocks and they need a dove, but I think they can do it.
See, now I agree with Kimmy. I don't think that. Well, for now, I agree with Kimmy because of what just have taken place. And again, I'm going to stand firm on that. I don't think it's a play. I believe it's something happened. YouTube camera felt some kind of way. Sassy blew it off, not thinking she did anything. So I don't think the vibe will ever be there again, unless to me it will be fake and forced. Like, let us show people. That's personally for me.
It was Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. Somebody put it in the chat.
Skip Bayless. Oh, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, the sports.
Oh yeah, Skip Bayless.
It would get real intense in there. They'd be going at it, but it made for a good show, a really good show. So if men can do that, why can't women do that?
Women
can, but again, you guys, when I made that statement, I am focusing right here in this demographic area from observation. That's my assessment from observation, and I'm gonna stand on. I haven't seen any successful co-hosts here. I haven't. 2 women.
Right.
Have we seen 2 men successful?
No, I haven't seen.
I haven't even seen 2 men. I haven't seen anyone.
The reason why that is because of the way the sector came into play with Kai and T.S. Madison. That was a co-host beginning too. It was a big show on YouTube, and look at how they fell out. They weren't really professional. Kaya, you know what I'm saying? That is an element that really has to take place when you're doing things for the public. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I mean, listen, one thing I love about different women, different men, the diversity is perspective. I have my perspective and you all have your
Trezar, he just look down in your chat. He just said he's right. Kay Summers and Lex.
Not all about them.
Yeah. See?
Okay, so listen.
Like-minded, like personality.
I told you it's all a matter of vetting people. They had a lot in common, great synergy. They didn't agree on everything. They were individuals. Great example. I told you.
That's a good example.
But the people that y'all are naming, like Nika and Yaya and Geechee, y'all want to understand too is that the demographics in the audience that they appeal to are the same. And again, my problem and the problem that I saw with that dynamic is that Sassy didn't really have an effective appeal with YouTube cameras audience. And so it became a real distraction, some of the level of disrespect that happened in that chat.
Now, I most definitely agree with you on that. When you were saying, if you're going to come to my house, I'm inviting you in the house and the folks in the house is dogging you out the whole time. That's going to be an issue.
Okay, I got you. So let me ask y'all this though. So did it appear to you and Cruiser? You already say yeah, and Kimberly. I mean, Kimmy, you watched the show, and Sis Trish, I already know your opinion from what you said. So do you seem like this was inevitable to happen? Did you kind of see it brewing?
Mm-mm. I didn't
No.
see it brewing. I just didn't see it long term, and it didn't make sense to me. And it just wasn't appealing to me, so I wasn't interested.
Okay.
Go ahead, Trish.
Okay.
That's why. Wow. So, can I say I miss Kimmy a little bit? Yeah, I agree with that. I was trying to figure out why didn't I go and click the link to watch their show, and you just nailed
I
it.
don't know.
I watch people that I don't like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the
Right.
time. All the time.
All
Okay.
the time, because if they have an entertainment factor, then
Yeah.
the entertainer and business
Wow.
person in you can actually relate to it, and you can at least appreciate what they have going on. The problem with that synergy is there was no synergy. It didn't make sense even from a business standpoint. It just didn't make sense.
I
And
missed
I
her
said
a
this
little bit.
earlier, Trish,
Thank
and
you.
I want to see what y'all think about this. But I really feel like what gets in women's way a lot of times, let's take the business and all that out of it. Let's say it was two women that did have the same demographic, that did have the same appeal. I think that a lot of the times we get in our own way, especially the more successful we become, the more educated we become, the higher the responsibilities become. I think that we get caught up in this whole, I have to work 10 times harder than anybody else. And and you suffer with imposter syndrome, and you have all these chips on your shoulder, and you become a nightmare. You become the typical nightmare bee that nobody wants to deal with. And I think that the more you grow from a spirit, this is just me, the more I grew spiritually, the more I understood who I was spiritually, it made me far more comfortable, and I can get along with people from a whole different perspective. What do y'all think?
I agree with the last part, but you started off saying take the business off the table. How can you? And then you lay out all of these components that are all only business. See, that's why I mentioned when I first hit the panel, if we hone in on that and realize what's what. This is a business platform with the entertainment app. You can have great synergy. You guys can deliver great commentary. But if there isn't structure that you guys, like SOP, that you guys can go on, and there will never ever be any problems of who's working too hard, and yeah, I did this yesterday, and you make more cash apps. Why didn't you run mine more? And all of these things that happen that I see fall apart over the years. And I've always said, why didn't y'all talk about this before? Each and every situation, why didn't they talk about this before? So it always falls back down to business. Always. Started off that way, and then you can flourish. I've seen channels last for 8 years on YouTube as co-hosts, and they structure it, and they're making money. They got 42,000 in the chat. They're doing big things, and they streaming on both channels, and it's just crazy. So, and these are Black people. You would never know. It's also about niche as well. It's all
agreed.
So, ladies, you know what they have brought to my attention? It was Geechee Girl, and I can't forget about Kate. It was Geechee Girl, and I remember watching them too. I didn't watch
it.
Okay, it was them, and then also the Hood Table worked well with her too.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about.
She was with Sislo for a long time,
but they work well together. So you guys have proven me wrong to a certain extent, but I'm going to stand on what I'm saying. Very seldom the dynamic lasts. Now let me say the little difference too here. Now the Hood Table and them, I watched the Hood Table support and everything, and I like their dynamics. They really didn't start out having a lot of drama, y'all. Think about it. Unless I missed some parts of it. They weren't really drama filled too. They was offering something else other than drama, and they are mature. They worked well together. Their maturity level was at a certain level. So yeah, I forgot all about them. They're not really full of drama over there. So hey, I'm wrong. Someone proved me wrong. There has been groups of people over here.
The Hood Table has been on this platform. We started together. We started together at the Hood Table. She was Tanya Primetime Reviews. We come from a networking channel. Networking network, and she has a lot of businesses. She has just as many businesses as I do. So I can never see any of her channels not being operated with structure.
Yeah, they just start, I've been watching the Hood Table now, maybe about for a year, I would think, maybe for a year. And I don't see too many drama-filled shows there. And they do have a good chemistry together. So yeah, I guess we have had a couple of shows over here, but sometimes, you could foresee stuff coming, and maybe I shouldn't use the word jealousy all the time, but a little bit of enviness. You can almost see it.
Like competitive jealousy. I can see where you're going.
Okay, Kimmy. Good way of putting it. Maybe
I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I think that Trish hit on the nail on the head though. People have their niche. And if you have a group of, like, if all four of us did a panel show, each one of us has our thing that's just our zhuzh. And if you're comfortable in that space and you're not threatened by what other people have to bring to the table, it can work. I'm not saying that it can't work. It can work. But it just takes a different level of maturity and comfort in your life, and everybody's not there. And it's not to say that Sassy or YouTube cameras is not. I don't know them well enough. I can only go based on what I saw. And again, what made this and exasperated this, in my opinion, was Sassy not taking ownership and simply deading this and moving forward. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go and finish up dinner.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for having me. Y'all have a good day.
And thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the engagement. Go ahead, Cruiser Bruiser. Yeah, I guess. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think this conversation was good beyond just Sassy, and that's kind of been the focus. And people, sometimes they base their opinions on how they feel about certain people. But I think speaking about Black women relationship and us getting along, us finding a way to get along so we can stop this whole Black women don't get along thing, they can't work together thing. And I'm just talking about overall. I've heard that way beyond social media, so I think that it's a good discussion for that reason. One of my pet peeves is even when I see women put against each other or compared. Like I never understand why when somebody new is introduced, they got to be, she looks like blah blah blah. Why can't she just be her individual self and look like what God made her, or be like what God made her? So that's the reason why this conversation interests me, is because how well we can get along and how well we can come together in unity is a very important conversation for me, because I've taught my girls, y'all gonna get along. We ain't gonna be no falling out, ain't gonna be no competing. Y'all are sisters, you're gonna need each other. When me and your daddy's long gone, it's gonna be, gonna be the three of y'all. And then, the same, I was taught the same thing with my three sisters. We wasn't allowed to be, get mad at each other and stay that way. We wasn't allowed to, we were taught to appreciate each other's differences in each other's strength. All of us, same parents, but so different, so individually different. And I noticed that my dad would always, when he have us to do something as a group, he would always have us to pick out each other's strengths. So I think that this conversation is extremely healthy. It'll help you in your everyday life and in everything that you have to do, even off virtual media, and it will definitely help you at work, in a workspace, learning, knowing how to get along with people and how to make peace and how to relate and how to respect and how to pay attention to what's in front of you, because women can get along, and we had some examples in the chat. Thank goodness for Philly Boy.
That was cool. I'm glad Philly Boy dropped down and said that, because I had forgot about Geechee Girl and them. And I had also, I also forgot about Lady Nika. Well, Lady Nika and Yaya are actually friends, so I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
But I forgot about the Hood Table and those ladies over there.
For years.
So you're right. And
and even me and Trish be getting along like seasonally.
Girl, I wouldn't put y'all on nobody's platform together.
Why not?
Not no more.
Trish, how are we supposed to feel about this?
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this.
I mean, we good.
I can get along with anyone, believe it or not.
I like, me and Trish, we've been like this for a long time.
I know how to keep it light. I know how to keep it cordial. I do have a strong opinion about some things, but I usually just try to meet people where they are, and hopefully they can see where I am. So I really don't have problems or enemies on this platform. I know it's seemingly like, oh, they hate me and this and that. I don't go by that. I go by energy.
I can disagree and debate with someone, but I don't get emotional about it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, ladies, I'm a little different. I'm far behind. Thank you all for joining me. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Well, I tell you this, is some people here that I just wouldn't care to engage with any further, and I'll leave it like that. But for the most part, I don't have anything against anyone here, because I really don't know them on that level, to really have something against them. The people I'm talking about, I think really went hard for me and did something to really bother me, ruffle my feathers. So I just tend to walk away from them, to continue to go back and forth. But this is just, and YouTube is just an entertainment application, and we really all should come here to have fun. But you come here, you meet people, and I'm sure it's some really cool people that you could meet on here. I think what impresses upon me so much, and remember, when I always say it's like a commercial, it's like television or whatever, is the behaviors and the personalities and some of the personas that people display here make me formulate some of my opinions. They may not always be right, but when I speak, I generally speak in reference to this demographic area, not all over YouTube. My observation from being and my interactions from over here formulates my opinions, and my perspective. That's what I say. So I'm glad when other people
come. You know this is the Matrix, though, right?
Yeah, but I do appreciate when other people come and balance me out, and that's what I think you ladies all did tonight. Like,
can I say something real quick before I slide down?
Yeah,
I'm gonna repeat something that was said. I ain't gonna repeat it verbatim, but it stayed with me all day. If we cannot apologize to someone in the natural, how are we going to make a connection spiritually? Somebody said that earlier, and it's been on, and I'm gonna go back to the video so I can get it exactly how she said it.
Talk about it, Cruiser. Talk about it.
I'll say this. God is not through with me yet.
Yeah, absolutely. But listen, obviously not through with me yet, because that thing stuck with me. So when something stick with me, it's not for anybody else, it's for me. So, but that just is, like it stuck with me. But anyway, but I understand, because like I said, I ain't there yet either, child.
I ain't there, Cruiser. And God help me, because I need some work. I do need some work. But I'm sure that in the professional world, we all are much different. Professional women, we are different, and we do work well with other women and stuff like that. You almost have to a certain degree.
I told my daughter yesterday, she was dealing with a potential money-making situation. And I told her, I said, girl, don't you ever let your emotions and your pride get in the way of you making your money, because the person that you got an attitude with, and I'm not talking to that person because they don't know how to do this and do this. I said, she's sitting in a position where you got to get information from her to get where you going, and she gonna still get her check.
Exactly.
So you ain't gonna keep. Now I'm not gonna do anything that's morally wrong, or I'm not gonna lose my self-esteem or my self-pride over anything. But you're not gonna stand in the way of my money. So yeah, I know how to coexist and get along at work, because ain't nobody gonna get in the way of my way of living. So yeah.
That's must, huh? But yeah, so I understand you ladies. I'm glad we had this talk. I appreciate you all for joining my panel today.
Can I say one more thing?
I'm gonna go down. Y'all have a good evening. I'm gonna be in the chat.
Okay, I'll see you on our cruise, Miss Cruz and I.
Cruise.
What's up, Smash?
So the last thing that I wanted to say is, and this is just my experience, Miss T.
Mm-hmm.
I start off working with people,
and
it's the funniest, damnedest thing. Maybe you can relate. You start off working with people, and the people you make the most money with become your best friends. They become your family. Their family becomes yours because you're making money together. I don't know about anybody else, but the people that I make money with are like family.
That's a fact. That's a fact. The people you making money with, yeah, that's a fact. Can become like family. I think it's just a matter of everyone respecting everyone's differences, and really putting aside the crab in the barrel mentality, because you have to be honest. A lot of our folk have that crab in the barrel mentality. Is just the fact of the matter. You see one woman doing better, or man, you see someone doing better, you try to tear them down. And I was listening to someone yesterday, and I'm not going to speak about it, but they was saying how so hard someone came after them, it ruined their life damn near, right? And thank God they are, in the demographic area, I keep saying, well, it damn near ruined their life. But again, they bounced back for what the devil meant for bad, God turned around for good, and they got themselves together. But they go so hard at you sometimes, Trish, that it presents to me that people are jealous and envious of what you have, what they think you have, because a lot of us don't know each other, but just what you present, right? And so it's very hard for you to want to connect with people like that to make money, because they have a crab in the barrel mentality. That's just, for some of us, it is what it is. It's our reality. They don't want to see you doing well.
Okay,
so it's hard for you to make money with them.
Right. And some people, it's okay. That's why I keep saying over and over again, there's so many people in the world, and I'm so grateful. Do you know I met 24 content creators off of YouTube in the 7 years I've been here in person?
No.
One of them is Rico, the bartender. He came back and told everyone he met me, but most of them don't. We don't tell them that we met.
Okay.
Okay. So my thing is, I have a different experience. I came on it, approaching it a little different. I'm not very open. I'm an introvert, so I'm very New York, as you know. But I definitely don't miss opportunity and moments to obtain real friendships, develop relationships with people all over the nation, and building something.
Yeah,
it's you only get one life. If you only get one chance to live a legacy, and legacy doesn't include just you. It includes other people. Believe it or not, everyone talks about legacy, but if you're trying to build a legacy, you're going to have a plethora of people in that legacy with you.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the craziest thing. Even when I sit back and I watch some of the stuff, and we talked about co-hosts, and we talked about a little bit of, enviousness and jealousy. And then we also talked about the great things about him, in reference to when you want to co-host, you guys have to really sit down. It's almost like a business plan, and it has to be a solid business plan with mutual agreement, right? Damn near like a 50-50, but business, it depends. You got 49-50, you don't always do 50-50, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
It's all
It's
about
crazy.
contribution, what you're contributing.
It's crazy because there's so much money to be made.
It is, and that's
There's
where I'm at, and
so
that's where
much
I've always
money
been.
to be made on
You have
here.
no idea. Do you move around other parts of YouTube outside of these spaces?
I do. I really do.
Isn't
I
it
really do.
sad? It's so much talent in these spaces, but no one has the qualifications, experience. They have the talent now, but not the business acumen to structure things, to put things together like other sectors and other spaces. So when I
think
I personally try to do it, everyone is, trying to shun me. But it's going to happen. You know that I'm having the YouTube Streets Awards, right?
I know about that. I got your invitation too, Trish. But I oh God, yeah.
Come on, tell me what you feel.
No, I don't know, Trish, because I think I've been here 5 years, and I think you've had them before, and I never really seen. Never. What did you have before? Because you cashed out some people.
No. I only did it for 6 years. Sorry.
Oh, okay, girl. I could be correct.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that. This is why conversations are important. I'm a businesswoman for more than 2 decades. Okay, I know that marketing plays a huge part, especially in the metaverse. And I know to engage people, you have to have engagement. So I had 6 years of polls. And whoever won the poll, I cashed out. I invested in my business. I invested in YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's what you saw. This is the first live event after all this time. Coming to fruition. It's on 42nd Street. It's in Midtown. It's not on any channel. Everybody thought that I had some event. I never had it, and I've never planned it. I've been talking about it.
Okay.
And I've been paying people once the community says, this is the person, the best commentator. I had people refund me back money because they didn't want any parts of it. BS.
Oh, okay.
Trade your lane.
Okay.
With an oracle. But I gave out 82. I gave out money to 82 content creators.
Okay, so it's going to take place. Well, I have to look.
Yes, it is going to take place, my dear. You think I would put my business reputation on the line to play on YouTube?
No, but
I think the facts. People listen to other people.
No. I've watched you myself, and I think sometimes I don't take you serious. I think you be performing and playing a lot, so maybe that's why.
I know, and I can't help that because I'm an artist. I'm actually talented.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I've known you to play a lot, so no, I didn't take.
But I'm successful at every business I've ever launched.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, listen. I'm all for supporting you, Trish, and I wish the best for you.
I would support but see, that's the thing about this. I really want to bring this in.
Okay, get ready to land a plane because I got to get out here. But go ahead, baby girl.
Okay. This event isn't for me; it's for the community. I only work for the community.
Right.
Hush. Plane landed.
Thank you, Trish. You said hush, plane landed. Thank you for joining me, Trish. I gotta get ready to get out.
Thank you so much for having me. I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Thank you. Smash it. So, Pussycat. Hello, Miss T. Your title sounds like everyone's seen it coming. No, I said I saw this coming. I gave my perspective on it. Listen, that's not taking anything away from Sassy and YouTube cameras. In my heart of hearts, I wish they work it out. Now, may they, whether they work again together or not, that's on those two ladies to work out. I don't think that I'm putting 20 on 10 when I said that I saw this coming, because personally, I felt in my spirit, I didn't say anyone else's spirit, I felt in my spirit that things was getting a little sticky over there with the bantering and what some people will call shade. And then I believe that lots of people was telling YouTube camera, about Sassy, and so she may have felt something, and she found it necessary. She felt it necessary to come out and just put her foot down. And this is the way it happened. This is the way it happened. Now, I don't have any unkind word to say about YouTube cameras or Sassy. I wish both of those women well, but I'm going to always come down here and give to me, it was fair and it was it was fair and unbiased commentary. When I spoke on both of those women, the situation that I observed, to include Rodney, that's my commentary. And with that being said, I appreciate everyone for joining me. Please make sure you tap that diamond, hit that like, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate you coming up here, Just Kimmy, Sis Trish, Cruiser, Rodney. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Did I miss anybody? And thanks for bringing to my attention that there are people who co-host together that work well together. Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. I stand on what I say. It's very difficult for people to co-host and have a successful show, but thanks for the reminder. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Be safe out there, and let's get ready to leave. Oh, that chat was a mess, baby. That chat. Wrong one. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to do this tonight. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to leave with something that I haven't done in a long time. So hold on. If you see your king's crown crooked, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and your princesses. They are joint heirs. They are future. They are looking to inherit something other than mess and stress. I hope you all are trying to build generational wealth. And as always, be a blessing and not a bother. It doesn't take much. A simple hello, how are you? You look good today. Hey, can I grab that door for you? Let me give you a couple of dollars for a cup of coffee. Ma'am, you sure look pretty in that pink sweater. It doesn't take much. You never know what someone is going through. And just a little simple, kind act can go a long way. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. I gotta stop this. Oh no, I can't turn it up. I gotta stop it. And now we're gonna get out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you so much to my queen mods. I appreciate y'all so much.